This is a video I wanted to make for kind of a long time. I just kind of want to jump on here and have a slight conversation with you guys. A little tiny conversation, maybe a little bit different than my normal videos, so there's not going to be a lot of jumping around here, a lot of cutting. Maybe there will be, I don't really know. I just want to jump on here and give my opinion on this brand new show that is coming out on HBO Max very, very soon. Or I'm sorry, Max, because they took the HBO out, which is the only good part of Max is all the HBO content. Why would you do that, Warner Bros. Discovery? Why would you do that? This is why you keep having to sell off your business, you stupid animals. But of course, this video, if you clicked on the title, is talking about the new Harry Potter series that is going to be coming to Max very, very soon. The new series that is going to be rebooting Harry Potter and adapting the books from, of course, J.K. Rowling. The books that are about a boy named Harry Potter as he learns to become a wizard and fights dudes that don't have noses. At least one of them. And those books were turned into movies. Of course, we've had 8 of them. You had 7 books. You had 7 books adapted into 8 movies because Hollywood did that weird part 1, part 2 bullshit. And the movies, I think everybody watching this video knows, were pretty damn successful and pretty damn amazing. They're movies that I grew up with, that I love. I hold a special place in my heart for them. I've seen each and every one of them 100 times. I watch them every single year around Christmas time. There's always a part of the year that I hold very closely to myself where I go through a Harry Potter phase. I'm watching the YouTube videos breaking down the lore. I'm reading some of the books, and I'm watching the damn movies. And of course, now we are getting some remakes. This new TV show, which is promising to adapt each and every book in each and every season. So season 1 will be The Philosopher's Stone, season 2 will be The Chamber of Secrets, season 3 will be Prisoner of Azkaban, and so on and so on. This is going to be a new cast. You're going to have brand new people playing Harry Potter, Ron, Hermione, Dumbledore, Snape. Gonna be played by Adam Driver, I mean, come on. But it's just gonna be the same story that we've seen before, told in a series format where they can do every little thing from the books. You know, the main complaint that I hear about the movies, where they say it will work better as a show, the main thing I hear is that we need to have a show because the movies did not adapt every last detail from the books. And although that's true, and although that means a lot of people believe the books are better, that does not mean the movies were bad adaptations. It is impossible to take really any book and do a movie format retelling of that story and nail every last detail. That's why the movies take some of the details. Not all of them, some of them. They change some things around and they become their own thing. That's how storytelling works. Every time you tell a story, whoever tells it differently. If you were to right now burn every copy of The Lord of the Rings on planet Earth, every single copy of it, you burn the movies, it's gone. And you were to come to me, this guy right here, Joe Marchione, and say, Joe, write The Lord of the Rings because we need new copies of it. Write the story of The Lord of the Rings. Now, I know the story. I've seen the movies 1,000 times. I've read the books. I know the Lord of the Rings story. So I could sit down and I could write it out and maybe I'll get it somewhat close to what it used to be. But guess what? At the end of the day, once I'm finished, once I put that last period on the story, I'm gonna have something that's almost completely different than the original Lord of the Rings. Because that's how storytelling works. You cannot adapt something and do a perfect adaptation ever. It's not gonna happen. So when they make this TV show, yeah, maybe they'll hit some of the beats from the books that the movies miss, but it's still not going to be that perfect adaptation that you're all dreaming of because it's never going to happen. Well, outside of that, what is the point of doing Harry Potter in a TV show format? What is the point of bringing it back to life as a reboot this soon? Well, the argument is, well, the Harry Potter movies are for younger people. And slowly as the movies came out, the younger audience matured, and that's why the movies matured. You went from, you know, Philosopher's Stone being a very kind of lighthearted, fun movie to The Deathly Hallows Part 2, which is a very dark, dramatic movie. It grew up with its audience, and now people say that Harry Potter should go back to the kids. There's a new generation of kids that did not grow up with the Harry Potter movies. They should get to experience this story with their childhoods, with all the lead up to the final season, where they'll probably get a more mature retelling of it. And that would be a fair argument if the Harry Potter movies have not aged well. But guess what? The Harry Potter movies have aged exceptionally well. They're not that old. To say the Harry Potter movies are old would be to say that I'm old. And I don't accept that. I'm not old. I'm not old, guys. You're old, okay? I'm not. Right? They're young movies. I'm young. I'm a young guy. But I just don't understand this idea that it needs to be remade for a younger generation when the younger generation has these movies. They have the books. Just let them experience it. If you wanted to do this 50 years from now, 50 years, do a big reimagining, I would be all okay with it. 70-something-year-old Joe would say, go right ahead. But 23-year-old Joe is saying, what the fuck? Because this is dumb. Can you imagine if I were to pitch to you right now, guys, I have a great idea for a TV series. Let's do Star Wars, the Luke Skywalker story. We're gonna recast everybody, we're gonna do it all again. Immediately, about like 9 of you, 9 out of the 10 people that might be watching would say, how dare you? How dare you even mention that? How dare you even consider that kind of story? And it's been like 50 years since Star Wars came out. It's been like 15 years since the Deathly Hallows came out, maybe less. To me, this is crazy, and I know they have really good showrunners involved. They have a bunch of writers and different people from Succession involved, even though, like, Succession, Harry Potter, how is that gonna work? Harry just bothering Dumbledore. Oh my god, I got the best idea. Harry goes to, like, talk to Dumbledore, right? He enters Dumbledore's office, and Dumbledore turns around and looks at him. Fuck off. Brilliant. Brian Cox, you got a little bit of life left. Let's get Brian Cox playing Dumbledore. Succession Harry Potter. I could buy that. To me, though, this is just the biggest money grab ever. This is clearly a studio that has this IP. They tried making prequel movies that did not work, and they have no idea what to do with this massive IP. So they said, let's just do what we've already done again? Maybe that'll work? Maybe? It's not gonna work. I'm telling you now. It's not going to work. And with how long TV series take to make, how long these series actually take to happen, I guarantee you by the time you get to the Deathly Hallows season, by the time you get to season 7, the kids are gonna be 40. It's not gonna work. This is just... Why are we doing this? Warner Brothers, why are you being Disney? Why are you Disneying up Harry Potter? Stop it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.